'Twas the night before Christmas reenactment, when all through the house, not a reactor was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Farbulus soon would be there. The troops were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of polyester danced in their heads. And Mama in her snood, and I in my cappy, had just settled down for a long winter's nappy. When out on the battlefield there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bedroll to see what was the matter. Away, away, I flew like a flash, tore open the tent flaps and threw on my sash. The moon on the fields of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 gray-clad reindeer. With a driver clad in general's garb, I knew in a moment it must be St. Farb. More rapid than eagles his horsers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Jackson, now Longstreet, now Johnston and Johnston, on Beauregard, on Bragg, on Claiborne and Cheatham. To the top of the porch, to the top of the stone wall. Now charge away, charge away, charge away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the wall tent the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of muskets and St. Farbulus too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, as I drew my Colt Navy and was turning around, down the chimney St. Farbulus came with a bound. He was dressed all in gray wool from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of accoutrements he had flung on his back, and he looked like a soldier just opening his knapsack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were stuffed with fry bread of cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow as he chugged his root beer from Sutler Row. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, smoke circled his head like the Texas chasing the general due east. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old Farb. And I laughed when I saw him right there on the yard. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. Packages filled with poly and rayon, boxes of air mattresses for little Farbs to lay on, coolers hidden, foam-filled mattress ticks, but nothing he brought for those darn authentics. And laying his finger aside of his nose, giving a nod past the ridgepole he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a Farb-seeking missile. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, if they'd a had it, they'd a used it, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas from all of us here at the History Company.